Hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome to Keto Homestead with Jess. Good morning, Mooney. Hope you slept well. It's weird. YouTube's acting weird again. I don't know what's going on.
Get more for your trade at Riker.
Sorry. I created a thumbnail on this live, and it shows up on the main screen, but in my studio, it's not showing up. It's weird. Hey, Christina. Good to see you. I don't know what's going on. Whatever. It'll be all right. Hope all is well. We're going to use the magic bullet that I just received as a gift. And I have some more updates and stuff along the way as people pop in. But right now, I'm getting ready to get the bottles. I've been letting the calf bottles soak. And I'm going to get these washed up. And then I also have one. I have like a newer one here. You can tell it's newer. And then an older nipple here. And this older nipple has like, I don't know. I washed these before I stored them. I haven't used these in like 4 years, you guys. And I don't know if it's like mold or what. But it's like stained. It's weird. So I'm going to go ahead and boil these nipples and make sure they're extra clean and sterilized. And I'm just going to throw in a little bit of apple cider vinegar and boil that in. So I know for sure they're clean. I only brought 2 bottles in. I have this in my like little storage shed, the red shed that you see. That's my storage shed. I think I got 2 or 3 more bottles out there. I might just get a couple more cleaned up, but I don't think I'll need more than 2 bottles on hand. I was watching that ads. Welcome in. Caitlin was washing bottles yesterday too. That's funny. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to go ahead and use this bottle brush, but after I use this today, I will not use it on my canning jars anymore. So I'll have to get a new bottle brush. But this is going to be the bottle brush for the calf bottles from now on. I didn't even think about that when I was out and about in town yesterday, but it'll be all right. Bottle brushes aren't too expensive. I can pick one up for $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. Not Dollar Tree anymore, but whatever. I just want to make sure these are all sterilized. It's just a few more days, you guys. Just a few more days. The babies will be home. So I'm just trying to get everything that I can possibly think of prepared and ready to go. Hopefully today will be the last day that we're working out in the barn, getting the stall ready. And basically right now we're just doing finishing touches. We didn't get to work in the barn yesterday because we had to go to town and do doctor appointments and grocery shopping. I'm going to tell you what, that wore my butt out too. I was exhausted. We didn't get home until like, I don't know, it was like 5:30, 6 o'clock. We didn't get home. I guess, I always tell you guys I really don't like going to town. And I guess I was thinking about that yesterday. And the reason I don't really like going to town really isn't the fact that I don't like going to town. It's just I don't like leaving the homestead because I know there's so much to be done. And I know when we go to town, it's going to be like an all-day thing. It's like a whole day every time we go. And that's our own fault because, like I said, I don't like leaving the homestead. So when we do go to town, we have tons of stuff to do. brought my phone over here so I could watch the chat. Please remember to hit the thumbs up and share me out if you have the capability. So like I said, these bottles should not be dirty because before I stored them, I washed them. But then again, we do live on a farm, so, and we do live close to the street, so that dust gets in everything. All right, we got our bottles washed, and the nipples on the stove. Maybe I should put a little bit more water in there. Let me off the chat. Good morning, Coco. Good to see you. She's breastfeeding, but it got a few free when she registered on Amazon. Awesome. It's always nice to have a bottle on hand, though, just in case. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. All right, now the nipples are covered. They weren't covered all the way completely. When did Jess start breastfeeding? Not me. That's not me, Coco. No. I'm done with that. I try and do everything I need to do in Gainesville when I go. See, well, at least y'all got the same mind frame as me. Coco, Mooney's daughter is having a baby. Not me. I don't think I could handle a baby at this point in life. Not a human baby, anyway. All right, so I'm going to do, we haven't had any chia nut milk in a while. So I am going to test this magic bullet, which I have no doubts about it. We're going to go ahead and use it for the first time. I do 4 tablespoons. So technically it would be 2 tablespoons per person. Speaking of breast, I have to go bra shopping. I hate to shop for bras. It's the worst. Yes, I agree. It is the worst, Mooney. Coco says, congratulations. All right, this is going to be loud for a second, so if you need to mute me or turn me down. Well, that's kind of cool. It's not as loud as the other one that I had. Oh, Mooney, sorry. I'm doing 4 tablespoons of chia seed. It was a total of 4, but 2 per person is what it comes out to be. Where's my little pot? I don't know where my little pot is. What better do with it? Oh. He has it in the fridge with some sauerkraut in it. the chat, I see. If you haven't seen, I did do a video last night. It was an actual quick upload. We got back from town, like I said, pretty late. When I got home, I had a surprise package on the porch. So I did a quick fun mail video. Got that uploaded last night. And then this morning I did another short video. And then while we were in town yesterday, I went and picked up some supplies for the cows. So we got a nice little soft brush for the babies. And then we got, I don't even know what you call this, but like a poop burr brush. Scrape all the poop off of them. And then I got a couple of these. I wish I could find like a 3-bin one, but I could only find a 2-bin. And basically it's just like a feeder, whatever. I'm using it. This is what I'm using for a mineral feeder. I do not have the minerals yet. I am going to wait until we go pick up the bull calf. There is a feed mill in that town that we're going to be going to. So I'm going to see. I'm having a problem finding the minerals I want to find locally. So that's why I'm waiting until we get the bull calf. When we go to that town, I'm going to check out their feed mill. I could probably call them today and check out as well. But there's a certain mineral and salt and stuff that I want to get for them that I've been researching. She has girl, boy, girl, and now a boy. Coco has 4. Mine were all boys. They're super excited, I bet. Are both cows coming to the farm at the same time? No. Hey, Wickshire Project, long time. Good to see you. A second, still watching ads. No, they're not, but I can't remember. So the little heifer, the one I'm getting locally, she will be here Wednesday. And then, where's my phone? Let me check my calendar just to make sure. Yeah, so the little girl will be here Wednesday, and the little boy will be here Saturday, the 23rd. So the 20th and the 23rd. So we're going to have 2 busy days. Oh my goodness. Second ad. Wickshire's waving. Let us know when you've made it in Wickshire. All right. So yeah, we got their brushes. We got their mineral boxes. I got to get, I washed up some buckets. Remember when I got all those buckets? So glad I got those buckets. I got buckets washed up and they're drying. I can't pick up the bag of milk replacer because it's a 50-pound bag. I just can't do it. So when Barrett gets up, we'll be dividing that milk replacer and putting it in 5-gallon buckets so it'll stay nice and dry and preserved. Okay, ad's done. You have my full attention. Hello and welcome, Wickshire. It's been a long time. Good to see you. But yeah. So let's do, I think I'm going to do some scrambled eggs this morning. I've been getting a lot of information from my viewers. They're really helping me out. I've been doing research for about, I don't know, 2-3 months now on the cows on Dexter. So I've been putting a lot of time in to researching them and everything I need to know about them. And I'm so thankful for my viewers because they are also helping by sending me articles and research that they're doing as well, which I think is pretty cool that you guys are like on board with this. You're like 100% supporting all my dreams and, you know, helping me along the way. And not only that, it's educating me all too. So I got a really cool article last night from Brian, and I really enjoyed that. I didn't get to read it until late last night, but it was really good and informative, and I did learn something new. One thing I didn't know about the Dexters was that you can breed them earlier. Usually, like I have history with the Holsteins, and the Holsteins you have to wait until they're 2 years old to breed them. So I assume that was the same for like every cow. Oh, that's not the case with Dexters. I believe it said 14 to 18 months you can start breeding them. So that's pretty exciting. That means I don't have to wait 3 years for my first calf. Hey, Carl, good to see you. Good morning, Cookie. Yeah, winter's not the best season around here for us either. We're definitely moving a lot slower, and the wind and the cold is definitely chilling our aches and pains. And working on the barn has taken so much longer than it should, but can't do it. You get out there and start working. It's so cold, and you just start hurting, you know. So we're only putting like maybe an hour to 2 hours into the barn at a time, and then we just gotta stop. Like we can't handle it. It's crazy, but it's all right. Little by little, we can be the turtles and win the race, right? Jess, I saw your Amazon wish list. You guys have a real farm. I just have 1 goose, 1 goat, and 6 chickens, and 2 rugrats. Hey, what defines a real farm? Like, seriously. You got a real farm? You got animals, rugrats? Excuse me. Same here, little by little. I can't wait to get the stuff. I can't wait to get the stalls up. Yeah. How is yours coming along, Mooney? I can't talk this morning. My apologies. I forgot to turn this skillet up to make it warm. Once these nipples come up to a boil, I'll take these off, rinse them, and wash them up again.
According to airnow.gov,
why are you talking?
In zip code
Alexa, go home. Creepy little machine. We was running around town doing our errands, like I said. When Tana started blowing up my phone, she called me like 3 times, and I was in the middle of talking to someone, the pharmacy actually. But I was on the phone, and she kept calling. I kept declining her call. I'm like, what is so important? And it was like, at that time, it was probably 1 o'clock, 1:30. And I got off the phone, and I called her back. I said, what is going on? I said, why aren't you in school? You're supposed to be in school. And she's like, Mom, it was testing day. I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot. She's like, I got out early. I was like, good for you. And she was like, but the reason I was calling is, remember a while ago that you used to say you love to eat razzles? You used to love to eat razzles when you were a kid. And I was like, yeah, I remember telling you that. And she's like, I found him. So she was so excited to call me and let me know she was eating razzles. So funny. So this area is full of off-gridders, from cabins to tents to shed houses to tiny homes and RVs. We met, and she's building a tiny house. It's a tiny home in Spencer. That's awesome, though, Wickshire. That's really cool. We have everything except for 6 pools. But my brother-in-law just started chemo on Monday, so slight delay. Yeah, he totally needs to take it easy anyway. So I get it, though. It'll get done. It'll just take time. I was fortunate when I was 10, the neighbors were artificially inseminating cows. Made my mind up immediately. I do not want to be a farmer. Oh, that's funny. I've never seen them artificially inseminate a cow in person. But let me tell you, when I lived in Montana, I worked as a nurse's aide. I've always worked as a nurse's aide. And I had a guy friend up there. Oh my gosh, you guys, he was gorgeous. He was drop dead gorgeous. Full blood Indian, long, sleek, black hair all the way to his butt. And he was my partner at work. His name was Victor. And his parents ran a stallion farm, a horse farm. And that's what they did. They studded out the horses and stuff like that. And he invited me up there, and I just thought it was going to be the most amazing thing. And they sold their horse semen. And I had no idea about, I rode horses all these years and stuff, but it was just like trail rides. It was not like a business of selling semen, and I was mortified. He took me up to his family's farm and showed me the sleeves, and they were in the middle of like actually collecting the semen and stuff, and I was just like, oh, I'm like, this is not what they do. And he's like, yeah, this is what we do. And he was like, it's worth it. He was like, they sell the semen for thousands of dollars. And I'm like, oh. I was mortified though. I have seen them artificially inseminate, like on YouTube and stuff. I've seen videos like that, but not up and close and personal, not like the horses. She had no heat, 0 power. That's a no-no. So my buddy John and I fixed that. Next is putting in insulation for her. So we're also processing hardwood for her to burn. That's really awesome of you, Wickshire. Good job. I want to go from my 5th wheel to a tiny home maybe in 2024. I can't wait for that. Aw, that's so sweet. Hey, Freakin', good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Mary says, no, thank you. Mary, come on. You could do it. Speaking of hardwood and fire, I need to go check my fire. That's burning good now. I know, Mooney. She says I paid the vet to clean it. I told Mooney, just take a garden hose, stick it up there, and clean them out. She was like, That was our job as kids. One of the jobs that we had to do, our responsibility, if we wanted to ride horses, we had to help bathe them and clean their fleece out. And brush them and do all that stuff. So that was just one of the jobs we had to do to be able to ride. But now that I'm older and I look back and stuff, I think it was the same thing. She didn't want to have to do it, so she had us kids do it. What the heck? But back then, there, I guess farriers were common, but not a lot of people use them because money was tight back, when we were growing up too. So we basically were the vets. We did everything, unless it was something major that we couldn't deal with. But like the hoof trimmings and stuff like that, we did all that. She taught us, Vicky, my friend. She was the one with all the horses. She taught us how to do all that, to trim hooves and stuff like that. I couldn't imagine not having heat in this cold. I don't know how cold it is where you are, Wickshire, but not having heat right now, I couldn't do it. And, we were in town yesterday, too. That reminds me. And we were taking the highway, and, our highway's not very big in our small town. So, when you go on the highway, you go over, downtown, and you can see all, the houses and the buildings and stuff like that. And it's not like some big city where everything's far away. When you look down from the highway, all the businesses and houses are right there. You can see everything super clear. Anyways, we were driving on the highway and I looked over and I'm just looking at houses and stuff. And I see two people standing by this business and obviously they're homeless, but they have probably a small trailer worth of stuff. I mean, they had so much stuff, and the girl was sitting down on the pile of stuff, and the guy was standing there, and they're right there at the corner of a business. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't even know how they can handle being outstanding in this cold. Oh, and it was so windy yesterday, too. That makes it worse. Okay, I'm coming. Hold on. My cats are talking to me. They want food. Come on. I mean, we do have warm-up shelters here for the homeless, but it's only on really freezing cold nights, and it's only for a few hours that they can go in and warm up and get something hot to drink and eat, and then they're back out there in the cold. All right, our nipples are out of boil. I'm going to take these off. Pull them down. All right. I'm just going to let them sit in the sink for right now until they cool down a little bit. And then I'll go ahead and rewash those here a little bit. It depends on how much wood and how hot it's burning. Firefly, or why do I keep saying firefly? Moody, sorry. But yeah, it just depends on how much wood I put in there and how hot I get it going. It was out this morning when I woke up, so it took me a while to get it going. So now that it's burning pretty good, I'm gonna wait for the flames to get real high, and then I'll put some more wood in, and I'll be able to shut the oven off and open the door that divides the kitchen from the living room. Wow, 15 years. I'm sorry to hear that, Wiltshire. Last week we had a tornado touch down 20 miles from us, and it wandered over and smashed Nashville. Oh, wow. We're getting severe weather coming through this weekend. Prayers to you, Cookie. I never knew lives. I was on air to celebrate him, not mourn. I'm proud of him. That lobster man, bartender, carpenter, jack of all trades. It's awesome. My brother-in-law has severe skin cancer, miracle kind, and has moved in different internal areas. Cancer sucks. My sister just started going through chemo and radiation. It's all new to her. So she's going through some trials right now. I don't understand. Like, I don't talk to her much about it because she's very on guard and defensive and just emotional, which I don't blame her. I completely understand. But what I don't understand is they're allowing her to get her. She has like a port right here, like right in her chest area. She has a port, and they are allowing her to do chemo and radiation therapy at home. I don't understand it. Like, I've never heard of anybody doing home treatments of chemo and radiation. Now, she does have a nurse come in and check on her every few hours or whatever at home, but just really odd, really strange to me. Winter's short here, roughly 3-ish months. March is very Jekyll and Hyde. They try to do as much possible from home. Really. See, I never even heard of that stuff. And I don't even understand everything she's going through. She posts daily, if not 2 or 3 times a day, her condition and what's going on and stuff, and I keep updated on it. But yesterday, she said she had her radiation treatment done. I guess the hydration thing didn't work or something. They told her that she needed to go to the hospital so that she could get rehydrated or something to that extent. I don't understand it all. But she didn't want to go, so she wasn't going to go. She said she'd be fine. I don't know. I think it's really stressful, all that everybody's put through. Especially when you don't know what's going on, don't understand it. Amelia had a port. Oh, did she? Did not know that. See, I'm just learning too. I've never had, knock on wood, anybody in close proximity to me that had cancer. My chemo is not traditional infusion type. It is a pill every morning. Huh. See, I learn something new every day from you guys. I have no idea. But I mean, I know why my sister chose the option to do at-home care, because it would be very tiresome. She lives in a rural area of Montana. So for her to go to a hospital and get treatments, it's like a 2-hour, 2.5-hour drive every time she would have to go get treatment. So I understand why she went that route. What the heck, Whitshire? I didn't know they could do that either. Huh. I don't even know. My brain ain't working this morning, you guys. I need to fill this up. That's what I need to do. I don't know, these winter months, man. I think my body's trying to go into hibernation station or something, because these last few weeks, I wake up, I'm starving. I'm so hungry, you guys. I don't know what my problem is. Hey, Wild. Good morning. Good to see you. Maybe shout out to Wild Edibles. Thank you so much for sharing me out. Appreciate that. We got 8 in the chat right now, according to YouTube. Maintaining
Today is Friday.
humor
December
is
15th.
critical.
It's 7:20 a.m. Currently, it's 27 degrees
Wow,
and
so
feels
it's
like
nice
23
surprise.
with clear skies. You can expect mostly cloudy skies starting this evening, continuing until tonight. Today's high will be 51 degrees at 3 p.m.
Ooh.
and feel like 49. The low was 27.
We'll be in the 50s, it says. Woohoo! Better than what it's been. Wow, it says I just uploaded a cookie video. Laughed my butt off. How are you doing? 12 years ago, docs loaded him up on 20 plus meds. He was losing weight and energy. Wouldn't eat, answer the phone, or shower, etc. He had enough and got a second opinion. Yeah, I've seen that, Mooney. It seems like more and more people are getting cancer, though. Crazy. I was so mad. I'm going to have to go back to town soon because I was out of my toothpaste. And I try to use all natural toothpaste and everything like that. Well, they were out of my toothpaste when I went to the store yesterday. So I just grabbed a toothpaste I thought would be good. I didn't really look at it. I didn't look at the price. Y'all, that was dumb. I freaking got in the vehicle and looked at my receipt. Freaking $8 for a tube of toothpaste. I was so mad. And like I said, I never used this brand before, so I started doing some research on it. And yeah, it's not so natural. So it's going back, and I'm getting my $8 back. That's insane. I'd rather go to the health food store and pay $6 for my all natural toothpaste, even though that's kind of high, but better than freaking $8. I was not happy. I was going to do a video of getting all the cow stuff together, the brushes and the mineral feeders and all that stuff, and I was like, I'll just go live. Wow says, I know what video I can upload later. Laugh out loud. The new cat for you to see. I forgot I got a pretty good one. Yeah, you haven't uploaded it, Wild. I've been waiting. It's a heifer, not a bull. Laugh out loud. Big umbilical cord still. Whew. Mooney says 54 here now, high of 71. That would be nice. It's 23 right now, Mooney. Firefly must be on my mind and my heart for some reason. I keep saying her name, and I apologize, Mooney. Yeah, sometimes you get so many meds, it's crazy. If you're covered, you can get more. Shake my head. I know, it's crazy. And that's the thing, too. Every time Barrett has to go to the hospital or doctor or any of this stuff to get done, it's crazy because Barrett, he just turned 66 this past November, and they look at him and me like we're crazy because they're like, how many meds are you on? And he's like, 1. And that's his Coumadin, his blood thinner. That's the only thing he's on. And it's a pretty low dose because when you're on Coumadin, they tell you, you're not supposed to eat any vitamin K or green leafy vegetables or anything like that. But This is not medical advice, and don't listen to me unless you do your own research. I, however, make Bear eat lots of greens and lots of veggies and lots of leafy greens. He does the kale smoothies and the spinach. And if you don't know, kale, the leafy greens and stuff like that is a natural blood thinner. So that's why they tell you can't eat that stuff while you're on blood thinners. However, if you do research and learn and teach yourself some things, the blood thinner dosage would be a lot lower, and his blood thinning Coumadin pills is a very low dose because I hype him up on all those leafy greens. So he doesn't have to take a high dose. But every time we go to the doctor, the hospital, and everything, they're just so shocked that he's only on one pill. They're like, he should be on like 10 different pills. And I'm like, nah, he's good. He doesn't have high blood pressure. He doesn't have anything going on. So why would he be taking all these pills if he don't need them? I think if you need them, you need them, but sometimes too many can cause problems. Talk to your pharmacist too. They know lots about the meds themselves. You're 100% right, Lyle. And I agree. They're like, I have no problem with conventional medicines and doctors and stuff like that when you need it. You don't have to apologize. I don't care. They have me on so many different meds and supplements. I have to keep a list on my phone. That's a lot. If you got to keep a list like that, that's crazy. But I understand if you need it, you need it. But that's what perked my interest in natural health and stuff. You know, I've worked in the nursing homes for all these years, and everybody around me, family and friends and stuff, I always hung out with older people. That's just who I get along with. I don't get along with a lot of people my own age. So I hung out with the older generations and stuff. And they were getting older and getting pills pushed on them and everything like that. And just watching all the people I took care of in the nursing home that I cared about, you know, they were getting insane amount of pills. Like 20 pills was like the least amount of pills you'd see somebody take in a nursing home. And I'm just like, it doesn't make sense to my brain. Like, if there was an interaction or something like that, how would you know which one gave you the interaction, for one? And two, how do you know they're working or not working? Like, when you're on that many meds, how do you, like, it's just crazy to me. And that, like, just sparked my interest on natural health. And what are you crying about? Too cute. The calf is nursing just outside the window. Beautiful morning. Oh, so sweet. Hey, Marshmallow Man. Good to see you. Good morning. I can't get a good video there, but it's cute to watch. Share a happy moment with you all. Very cute energy. That's awesome. All right, you guys need food too. There you go. I'm gonna get you some fresh water. I know, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. You hear the kitten? Can you hear it meowing? These animals are super smart. These cats, they just surprise me. Midnight's the leader. I taught Midnight, and then Midnight teaches everyone else. Midnight's the one that teaches them to come to the door to eat, and teaches them to go out the door when they have to potty, and teaches them to come in the door when they want to come in. And if they're out of water or food, they come to me and they meow and let me know. Time for me to log into work. You have a blessed day, Cookie. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and we're sending prayers your way. Thank you for leaving me running. Cats are cool creatures. They get on my nerves sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. They're very needy, or at least mine are. And they get super jealous of each other, too. My cats are super jealous. If I'm petting one of them, the other one don't like it. So I got some butter, some stevia. I do a tablespoon of butter and probably a teaspoon of stevia in each bowl. And we're going to do some strawberries and blueberries. Don't forget, you guys, tonight's Friday night mixer. Hope you're ready. So far we've got bacon. This is all we're having. I ain't making nothing else. We've got bacon, scrambled eggs, and chia and oatmeal. Oh, I forgot the blueberries. What the heck? Alright. Now we're in business. Awesome. We got 6 thumbs up, or at least that's what it's showing me, and we got 6 in the chat. 5 in the chat. See if I can pour this in without making a huge mess. Here the cat's crunching away. He must be starving too. Hey Jess, can I shout out? Yeah, of course she can shout her channel out. She's been very down in bad health. She could use some cheer. Oh, sorry to hear that. I know she's been going through a lot. I didn't know her health was down. The last thing I seen, she was taking a vacation. She was going somewhere. I'm sorry to hear that she's not doing good. They are worn down. They're warm everywhere. Oh, I kind of already did, but we'll drop the link. Yeah, no problem. I don't have a problem with that. So we got our breakfast. Woohoo! So what's everybody getting into today? Y'all know what I'm doing. Working on the barn again. I eat my breakfast, get all my animal food gathered up, my dog treats, and then I'll go out and feed the animals. And then after all the animals are taken care of, then we will start on the barn again. I need to pull some hamburger out of the freezer too. So I've been really, really bad lately. I keep forgetting to pull stuff out. And then it's like noon, 1 o'clock, and everything's frozen. I'm like, ah! No, I'm not pulling hamburger out. I lied. I forgot. I pulled it out last night. I got chicken wings because tonight's Friday night mixer. And I usually do chicken wings on Friday night. So I'm making chicken wings and Barrett's making pizza. And then tomorrow I'm making the hamburger. I'm going to make spaghetti squash stuffed lasagna. I miss her early Sunday mornings lives. Laugh out loud. 5 a.m. early for me, but 8 p.m. for her. Oh, yeah. Their time change messes me up big time. I know back when I was hanging out with a lot of Australian channels, when I'd go live real early in the morning, they'd be just going to bed. Fed and watered the chickens and water the indoor greenhouse. Yep, that's what I'll be doing too. I'm glad you're getting everything ready. I'm so excited for you about the cows. I know, I can't wait. I just can't even believe it's just a couple days away. It seems like it was just months ago. It seems like yesterday I was just researching and talking about it, and it's like time went by really fast. Or progress just happened really fast. I don't know which. I'm loving the cows. They make me smile. Funny, loving, stubborn. Yeah, they are. And that's the thing too, suburban, in the winter months I get really bad seasonal depression. Knock on wood. I know it's still early, it's just December, but usually by this time I'm not functioning so well. And this year, and I think it has the big thing to do with the cows and stuff like that, honestly. It's done pretty good. And if you guys didn't know, it doesn't bother me, whatever. I see a therapist once a week, and she said the last time I talked to her, she said that getting cows for me was the best thing I could have done in her opinion. And I was like, "What is that?" And she was like, "Because you're so happy and you're being lovey and goofy." And she says it's gonna make you get up and go out there every day. And that's a thing that I struggle with when it gets real cold and everything. I don't want to go outside. It's too cold. It's freezing to me. And I literally have to force myself to get outside during the winter months. But now that I'll have baby calves in the barn, I won't have a choice. I have to go out. So she says that's a really good thing too. I remember you being on here earlier too. Yeah. Oh, well, most of the cows are in the barn now, and I'm used to rubbing on some of them. They like it, but the wild cows are looking at them funny. I bet they are. They're like, what's going on? Oh, and let's see, Hercules, the little bull calf that we're getting, or AKA Bullwinkle. I did talk to her. We've been talking, me and this lady's been talking back and forth pretty much every day since I agreed to get the bull. But I asked her if it was pulled or horned, and she said it should be pulled because both the Shire and the dam are pulled. So fingers crossed the bull is pulled too. Yep, Mooney said the same thing. I told you the cows were going to help you. I think animals in general give off like a happy hormone or something. Because I just love, like, not in the wintertime, but in the spring and the summertime, I just love sitting in my chicken coops and petting my chickens and talking to them, and they make me so happy. Now, the only thing that I'm gonna have to figure out too is, like, me and Barrett's been looking up stanchions and how to build stanchions and stuff like that. And most stanchions are just basically a headlock, to hold the cow in place. But with the Dexters, they're so low to the ground, I might have to have some type of platform to lift them up, because if not, then I'm going to really be bending over while I'm milking, and I can't be doing that. That'll be hurting bad. So we got to figure out a ramp or a platform or something. I like the little red cows here. She's so small and cute, very shy but curious. Wow. She's red brindle color, a red zebra. I posted a picture of Hercules on the community tab. Did you get a chance to see that, Wild? He's a little red bull cow. Marshmallow Man says, I'm happy my chickens give me eggs. I'm happy when my chickens give me my eggs too, but right now they're on freaking strike or something. Yeah, the big head gates and big pens. I was trying to think who I was watching last night. I was watching somebody as a huge channel, and they raised Dexters. I don't watch them very often, but I didn't even know they raised Dexters until last night. I can't think of their channel name. Anyways, they were building a stanchion on their YouTube video for their Dexter, and they were like, it was mainly just a head gate is what they were building. And then they were making like just a small pen in the stall. But the pen he made, he said that the Dexter can like completely turn around in this pen, and it's not really that big of a stall. But he said the Dexter can completely turn around in that stall, so you had to make it smaller. And I was like, wow. So that's something I got to put in account too. I'm glad I can help here. There's no way we could have all this on our own. I know it's a lot, isn't it, Wild? And of course, your farmer's way bigger than us too. I can't imagine. Yes, eggs are really good to have at home. Hey, Jeffrey, good to see you. Good morning. You'll try to be there tonight? Okay. I'm lucky if I can find an egg. Most of our chickens are free range and now hard to pin them back up. Barrett's the mastermind of letting my chickens free range. I could just kick his butt. Because every time the chickens free range around here, they come up missing. We got a lot of predators here, lots. And so, as much as I would love them to be able to free range and get all the bugs and everything like that, I don't like it because I lose so many of them. But he's like, they got a free range, and he opens all the gates and the doors, and I'm like, no. Kitten must be playing with something. I hear her knocking around something. Can't see her though. property in Ontario is crazy, and no, with any property or barn, really, if you can find it. Jeez. Well, maybe if we hit the lottery, Lyle. But you guys pay property taxes in Canada, right? Could you imagine the property taxes on that? That's what I always think about when people buy houses and stuff. I'm like, what's the property tax on that thing? So many people coming in and no housing, farmland in the South being sold for housing. I can't find cheap root veggies. Wow. That's funny. So Midnight's over here eating and drinking. And as she's eating and drinking, she's wagging her tail, and the kitten's standing on his hind legs, playing with Midnight's kitten, trying to bat it. I'm back. Welcome back, Mooney. Was listening. I was just feeding all the animals. I give my chickens nuggets, worms, and chicken feed. I give my chickens chicken feed and sunflower seeds and mealworms. That's what I give my chickens. I can help at farms. I don't need to own one. Help others keep theirs. I think the root veggie farm was sold. I don't know. Aww. It's 7:51 a.m. on the East Coast. Yep, we're on the same time. It's 7:50. Well, mine says 7:53 on my phone, and my stove says the power went out the other day. I forgot to reset the stove. The stove's wrong. I can't remember how many people moved to Florida today. I want to see 1,000. Want to see 1,000? I have a building that I can fix up next summer for all my little chickens. Ooh, that's fun, Lyle. That's exciting. Everyone up here, if they can fly to Florida for the winter, yeah. It's the same way here. There's so many Ohioans that have relocated to Florida or just vacate there. They're there all the time. There's a lot of Florida people that come here too, though. I see tons and tons of Florida plates here. When he was talking about farm, have you ever had a farm aide? Just asking. I have not. I've had like my stepson come and want to help, but most of the time he ain't much help. He makes things worse for us. And then we had a friend we met, a younger guy, that he wanted to learn about homesteading and work here, and that didn't work out quite well either. So, and we never asked either one of them, for help or anything. They just basically showed up, and it didn't work out. So it's never come across my mind to try to try to find someone to come help, or it just doesn't work. I did have a friend of mine, a co-worker, when I was working, contact me. We were talking a couple months ago. I don't know. It might have been even longer than that. She always buys vegetables and eggs or whatever I have available off of me. And she said that if I wanted to, her son, he's young, he's still in high school, that her son could come out here and help this summer if I wanted to. And I told her I'd think about it. Farm aid in Canada seems good, but then you are tied up. It's okay if you want to farm big, but hobby style, it's not really. I don't know. Yeah. We don't really have enough land and animals and stuff like that to like hire on a farm hand or a farm aid, whatever you want to call it. And really, like, I have issues. I have big issues. I've been working on them. I'm trying really hard. How do I explain this? Nobody can do a better job than I can. And it doesn't matter what I'm doing. Dishes, cleaning house, animal work. Nobody can feed the animals and water the animals like me. Nobody can do what I can do. So I would just rather do it myself. And I get really frustrated and upset when things don't go the way that I think that they should go. And that's a huge problem. But that's my own personal issue that I've been trying to overcome and work through. And I have gotten a little better. Like, I'm good with Barrett now, but we've been together for so long, I'm used to mine and his interaction and our routine. And I know what's expected of me. He knows what's, like, he expects certain things from me and I expect certain things from him. And we know that. So we get along in that aspect. But when other people are brought in, then it just throws off everything. If that makes sense, I don't know. The experience is good for them. Yeah, I agree. Help would be great for you to see how it goes. I don't know. We'll think about it. I'll think about it. Oh my goodness, really, Mooney? My green pepper plant is still producing. That's awesome. I hear you too, Jess. I have to work on that here, laugh out loud. I'm not in control, and that's different for me. Yeah, it's hard. That's like when my stepson was here living, you guys, it was so tough. It was so hard to keep my tongue clenched and keep my mouth shut. I don't know. Like, I don't want to sound like a complainer or anything like that. It's hard to live with other people. It's hard to work with other people sometimes. And I'm used to being like really the only one that cooks and stuff like that in my kitchen. And I don't know, that's like my domain. That's my area, The son would come in, dirty up all the dishes and leave them or whatever. Wash the cast iron pans with soap, and I'm just like, oh. And he has an issue with herbs. Definitely, he could go through my whole herb cabinet. Like, I have a lot of herbs too, if you guys ever notice. I have tons of herbs. And he could go through my herb cabinet in probably 2 weeks if I wasn't hounding him the whole time. I am the same way. I think I became too independent. I have to do everything myself. See, and I'm this in some manners. I'm the same way, Mooney. want to do everything myself, but then when it comes to Barrett, I want help. Yes, the heavier and harder work to save your back kind of work. Yeah, definitely. Farm aid is a big. Oh, Farm aid is a big concert, and I know they raise money to help farmers. Never heard of it. So we're talking about two totally different things. Sorry, Jeffrey. Had no idea they did something like that, or there was something out there like that. I'm anxious to hear about this fencing, but the guy said I won't hear anything until spring. That's a long time to wait, y'all. But then again, the calves will be in the barn until spring, so they'll be all right. We don't need fencing right now. But it's just curiosity. So today I'll go out to the barn. I'll hook up these mineral feeders, put them somewhere in the barn, screw them in. I got to get a water bucket for them. So I'll find a bucket out there, some type of feed bucket, wash that out and disinfect it, sanitize it, and all that. I have to. We swept out the barn floor or raked it out really, really good. So that's done. So now I just gotta, I wanted to do sawdust, but I told you guys I might go to the Amish to do sawdust, but I can't afford it right now. It's like $50 a truckload, which isn't bad. That's not a bad price, but I can't afford it right now. So what me and Barrett decided to do is we're just going to put some old straw down or some old hay down in their pen for now. And then next month, we'll get a truckload of sawdust and put that down for them. Did Willie Nelson star the Farm Aid? Meanie asks. I don't know. Oh, and an update on what was I talking about the other day? Oh, I can't think of his name. Brian? I don't know. The famous singer, the woman that was getting sued by the famous singer. Anyways, there was an update last night on him, and he came back and said he didn't know that he has a team that handles that stuff, and he is making it right. I don't know what all he's doing, but one of the things he said he was going to do is he was going to make tumblers himself, the tumbler drink cups, and he was going to put those out, and every sale that he makes will go to that woman that was getting sued for $250,000. So that's pretty slick. I have a feeling he's going to somehow get that $250,000 retracted somehow. I don't know how, but Luke, yes, thank you. Luke Combs. So he is making it right with that woman, which I think is really awesome and says a lot about his character. And he was really humbled and just felt horrible about it. Wild said, yeah, that would work for now, just to keep them dry. Yeah, and then I was talking about putting a heat lamp in there, like the heat lamp. I'm going to still do that, but I'm going to test that out because I was talking to other Dexter farmers, and they said that the Dexters are really, really cold hardy. Even when they're calves, they're very cold hardy. So we'll test that theory out and see if they need it, and if they don't, then we'll just take it down. Yeah, I thought it was really good too. And then the mineral, there's a fine mineral salt. It's a loose powder. I've been doing a lot of research on the minerals and stuff like that. And most farmers, and especially me, I always thought you just put out a salt lick or a mineral lick and throw it in the field and let them have at it. But from what I'm learning is that salt lick or mineral lick is so hard, they're not getting enough of it for them to consume it in their body to benefit them. So this time I'm going to go with loose mineral and loose salt, and then just leave it out for them. And if they eat it, they eat it. And if they don't, they don't, whatever. But the mineral that I'm looking for is Redmond's 10 Fine Mineral. And then the other one is called Feral Balancer. Now, the Redmonds I've found online, on Amazon and everything like that, but I think it's like $16.99 for a 5-pound bag. But if I get a 50-pound bag, then it's only like $26.99. So I'd rather get the 50-pound bag if I can. That's why I'm going to try that mill that's far away. And then the Fertel NutriBalancer, that has all like the selenium, the copper, and stuff, all the nutrients in it. I can't find that anywhere yet. I haven't had any luck. And then kelp. I don't know what it's called. It's a specific type of kelp. I've been trying to find that stuff is outrageous. I don't know how people afford that. I think like a 25-pound bag of that is almost $200 is what I've been finding. But I can't find it local anywhere. I've checked all the feed mills around me. I've checked TSC. I've checked the health food store. I can't find it anywhere. Thoravine, I don't know how you pronounce it. Thoravine, something like that, kelp. Most cows can have the calf in the snowbank and be just fine. Right, Wild. Too warm, then the drafts might be bad. Maybe. I don't think you need one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Wild. But we'll test it out. We'll see. I'll probably put the heat light in there just to begin in like a far corner of the stall. So if they need to, they can go under it. But if I don't see that they're needing it, then I'll take it out. Holsteins should be inside up here, jerseys too, because they don't hold the weight on in winter from what I've heard. And that's the thing, like I have more experience with Holstein. Like those are the cows that I work with. So I know so far they're like completely different from the Dexters. Yeah. I mean, it's not like I have to go out and purchase the heat lamp or anything like that, or the bulbs. I already have them on hand, so why not test it? So I'm going to go ahead and pull those out too, because I haven't pulled those out yet. So now I think I got everything ready to go. All I need is the hay laid down. Get the mineral feeder screwed on. I don't even know. There's a heat light bulb in here still. I wonder if it works. Yep. So that bulb is still good, so I don't even need to get a new one out. And then I'll just need help getting the milk replacer in my buckets. Handle back on there. And I'm going to mark these. We have so many of these buckets now, and I want to make sure we know which one is which. Hannah is Holstein, but is bred by a meat cow bull, so her calf should be hardier. I use a heat lamp with my chickens, Angus or that charbowl. Do you find them laying better when they're warmer? He says yes, wild. And that might be a reason my chickens aren't laying either, is because I don't have a heat light in there right now. Heat lamp. But that's the thing. I've got so much stuff running. I can't run one more thing. I've got a space heater in the pantry running. I've got a space heater in our bathroom running. And then I have all the stuff out in the greenhouse running. And then in the barn, I'll have this heat light. So lots of stuff is running right now. All right, those are all ready to go. It's almost time. Yay. Now, when I was talking to the sisters about the calf, they were telling me all the minerals that they leave out for the calf. Kelp was one of them, of course, and then there's 2 or 3. I think there was 3 other loose minerals. I can't remember. They're written down in my office. But when I was doing the research, this NutriBalance bag by Fertel had all those ingredients in that bag. So that's why I said I would go with this one instead, and then plus other Dexter farmers were suggesting that's what they use. But the way the sisters were doing it, they were buying loose mineral one by one. So each bag, and that was expensive the way they were doing it. So I don't know. We'll have to test out the theories and see. And then one of the other things they suggested on the Dexter videos that I was watching is a protein tub. And it's like a 200-pound, like I don't even know how we would move that. But it's a 200-pound protein bin. And specifically it's for like livestock foragers. So my plan with the Dexters is to just let them eat grass and hay. They're not going to get any grain. The only ones that will get grain are ones that are being that are pregnant or milking, and still it won't be a lot. It'll just be a little bit. But I guess the protein tub helps them out a lot too. Justin Rhodes does loose minerals so they can choose, but yes, very expensive. Well, the ones that I was looking into, they're still loose minerals too, Wild, but they're all together. I don't know. I'm going to still do some more research on it, but this is what I'm thinking I'm going to do. And then I was looking into like, for like when the cows get bigger, this is way down the road, but there's like a mineral tub, and it's like a 3-section mineral tub, and then there's like a rubber lid on it. So the cows and the bulls can like lift the rubber lid and get the minerals out of there, but it doesn't get ruined by the rain or snow or anything. And so I seen that on a Dexter video on YouTube, and I went and looked up that tub to see how much. Freaking $265 for that tub. I'm like, that is insane. I'll make my own. I'll figure out a way to make my own. Thanks, Wild. She says, yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Separated, the cows can choose what they need. Yeah, I understand that. Say they only need kelp, they can empty that over the other minerals, right? Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. But basically, I'm trying to take advice from people that already have Dexters, that have been raising Dexters for years, you know, and then use common sense on top of it. But I know one of the Dexter farmers I was watching said they were having issues with the cow's poop. Like in the wintertime, it was hard and real like hay, like dry, and like, I don't know, it was like dry and falling apart. And he thought that was just the way it was in the wintertime. That's how their poop was. Well, he did a bunch of research and found out that's not true. That was a mineral deficiency. So, also the cows were lacking. Can't remember if he said selenium or copper, and he didn't realize it, but it was causing problems with the pregnant cows, and then when the calves were born, it was causing issues with the calves. So there's just like a lot of information out there. It's kind of like an information overload. That's the only reason they have them separate, but I don't think it matters that much. I think they need them all, in my opinion. That's what I was thinking too, Wild, but like I said, I don't know. Common sense and saves money, right? Is there a plant you can grow that have what they need? I'm not sure, Mooney. Like I said, I'm still researching. I'm still learning stuff every day. But that's another thing that would be good to look into and research as well. All right, Wild. Thanks for hanging out. You have a blessed day. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. Grass silage helps with that dry hay poop in the winter. Huh. I'm sure along my journey of raising Dexters, I'll have some failures and mistakes, and hopefully I learn from them, and hopefully I have some wins too. But yeah, so y'all see me get everything ready for what we're doing today. I will be doing another video. Once Barrett gets up and we get out there working, we'll be doing another video. So that will be coming to the channel soon. And of course, when we go get the babies, We'll do videos of that too, so you can see us picking them up and bringing them home and putting them in the stall. And don't forget, tonight is Friday Night Mixer, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope to see you all there. But for now, I am going to sign off. I'm going to go check the fire, get some more wood in, get some warm clothes on, double layer myself, and I'm going to head out and start doing animals. So I hope you all have an amazing day. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and I'll see you tonight. Bye.